Alright guys, welcome to the Donnaby channel. Thanks for watching. So today, we're in my buddy Derek's place, and you guys haven't formally met Derek. He's the guy who actually painted my car. It is here. Kind of a little reunion. And here's my buddy Derek, the painter body guy. And we're going to be doing some work to his car today. I'm going to go over this here, and actually, I'll just leave it to him to tell you kind of the details of it. But yeah, it's kind of reminiscing of some of our old college days where we'd work late at night and just say screw it and let's see what we can do. So I'm going to turn it over to Derek and have him tell you about his little beast going on here. What do we got, Derek?
So yeah, this is my 84 SVO. It's obviously a turbo 4-cylinder, still has a 4-cylinder in it. It's heavily modified. I've gone through the motor, fully built, bigger turbo, and basically it's a drag car. I cut its wings on suspension. It's not a corner carver anymore like it was from the factory, so it's a straight line beast, and got a lot of money in it, obviously. I know it doesn't show it, but yeah, fiberglass front nose. The turbo 2.3 is still in it.
He's being a little modest. A lot of work went into this car already. Like you said, it may not even show it right now, but just wait till you see this engine bay.
It's a little dusty, but yeah. Everything is black chrome. It's a little liquid to air intercooled. 650 lift turbo cam. Garrett GTX 35 ball bearing turbo. Custom built Beauport header that he actually spent $2,000 making. I didn't buy it for that, obviously, but it's there.
Yeah, look at
it has
that.
a sprint car aluminum head from Esslinger. Up here is your individual coil packs. It has no distributor anymore. Honda radiator. And yeah, all the brackets, everything is all custom made, obviously. Alternators relocated. It has 1400 cc injectors.
Yeah, that's very cool. A lot of work. And how are you tuning this thing?
This thing is all based off of the Pimp, and it's a Gen 1 Pimp, so that controls fuel and all that good stuff.
So I'm using Tuner Studio and the Micro Squirt, and he's the one that actually introduced me to the Micro Squirt and helped me set it up for the first time. So he's had a lot of dealings with kind of tuning and stuff like that, and he's helped me out a lot along the way. So yeah guys, I'm happy to finally introduce Derek to the channel here, and this is going to go of course under my section of friends cars, because this thing we're going to probably see more and more of in the coming weeks and months ahead, because we want to see this thing actually running, and kind of give you an idea of what we're doing tonight. I'll show you. Kind of missing something in the back here.
So yeah,
All right.
we're doing torque box upgrades. The lower torque box reinforcements have already been installed. We can go in the car and look at those later. But what I have here is the upper torque box reinforcements. They've been drilled on this side, and we're just kind of lightly just put it in place there. And the other side we will weld in, or bolt in tonight with the help of some adhesives. And
we're going to show that to you guys here. I'm going to make sure I get that and show you guys kind of what we're doing. We also have some goodies on the table here, so I'll show you what that's all about. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you know, we're doing stuff to his car, but I also got some cool stuff here to show you just in a minute here on stuff that he can do that maybe you can do and add to your car. You know, we'll show that here in just a second. Let's take a look at the table.
First of all, like I said, we're installing these are your upper torque box reinforcements. They come bare metal from whatever company you choose. It's the same parent company makes the same ones, so they'll come bare steel. These have been coated with POR 15, so they don't corrode. Especially these, because these are going underneath the car. They're going to see a lot of corrosion and stuff. But yeah, this bolts in underneath the car. This bigger plate bolts in above the car, behind the rear seat, and so yeah, these are your torque box reinforcements. Here's the hardware. We're planning on launching this thing really hard, so we're going with a solid upper control arm. These are used, but they still work great. We are also doing a anti-roll bar from UPR. This is the HD version. It's solid. It's pretty stout piece.
How much do you think that weighs?
You're probably adding at least 17 pounds, I'd say.
Yeah, guys, that's no joke. It's pretty solid.
And these are going in the rear end. These are your solid spherical bushings. Anytime you do a solid control arm, you want to follow it up with a solid bushing in the rear end as well. But here's are the plates that you'll weld to the actual uniframe in the rear. They come marked with a D and a P. I wrote on with a marker so you can see it better. But and here's the mounts. Of course, the instructions from UPR. Raise the car, jacked up in place. I think we got that covered.
Cool.
And here's all the tools we'll need. I highly recommend Cobalt high-strength steel drill bits because the frames on these cars are zinc coated and they kind of like to eat up bits. So I go with the high-strength steel. I use a burr bit. If you do run into a place where you need to open these up a little bit, this really helps out a lot to get a little more clearance. And of course, these safety glasses. Make sure you have those.
Safety first, y'all.
And I use a long screwdriver with a pointy tip for so when you put this on the floor, you want to be able to go up and like mark where these holes are going to be. So you'll actually tap on this with a hammer and it'll indent the floor to let you know where to drill. That really came in handy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Eventually, when we get ready to have the rear end come back into play, we will weld these into place. They will hang off the anti-roll bar, and they will weld tabs to the rear end that will prevent the rear end from shifting during launch. It'll help you launch straighter and be more consistent.
Very cool. All right, guys, let's get to work. The car that Derek also did. It's his personal car. How long ago did you paint this chameleon car?
It was painted about 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
About 6 years. Yeah, it's PPG 4000 clear, the same that's used on your red car.
That's awesome. All right, so here's one of the pieces I wanted to talk about. This is real carbon fiber. And yes, it is a fender apron. He makes these custom. He has his own mold, and he makes these from scratch, and he'll sell them to you. I'll get more details if you guys are interested in purchasing a set of these. He does them a couple different ways. He has them where they do the full strut tower here, and he has some that only goes up to the strut tower. He's got a few different options and stuff. But yeah, here's an example of one piece. But he also has cowl panels and stuff like that. That's one of them right there, right?
Yeah,
okay.
That's one.
Show that here in just a second. But they come in a set, and then he's got other carbon fiber pieces that you can purchase from him. Makes them from scratch, 100% made in the USA, homemade, his own little deal. And he's sold quite a few sets already. People love them because it's real carbon fiber. And yeah, as you can see, they actually do go. They sit and overlay where your fender apron, your stock one, would be. Of course, your stock one is sheet metal, and this carbon fiber piece probably weighs what? Like
they're each 10 ounces. 10
ounces. So 10 ounces, guys. So yeah, 100% carbon fiber, real carbon fiber, not just some like plastic with like painted carbon fiber. It's the real deal, guys. And also, he sells the carbon fiber cowl panels. These pieces right here, also real carbon fiber. If you guys are interested in purchasing a set of the fender aprons or the cowl panel, because do you sell all three in a set?
Yeah, I make an engine kit. It's around $700 shipped. It's a 2 to 3 week layover time. So,
again, they are made to order.
Yeah, they're made to order. Yeah. And the biggest thing about them is there's no mud work, there's no Bondo to pop loose. Like, you literally bolt them in place and they look great, My bigger ones that Donnie showed you earlier, they actually tuck underneath the fender, so you're hiding a lot of this ugly sheet metal. And but however, the big ones do require you to cut all this out, the sheet metal, and they protrude into the bay a little bit further. So you're going to need like a skinny tire, like what we're running here, to not hit, not come in contact. So.
Right. So again, if you guys are interested, hit me up in this video. Just send me a private message or check me out on my Facebook page. Send me a private message there. And if you're truly interested, like if you're set for one, you're ready to purchase some, let me know, and I'll get in touch with Derek and send him your info.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really cool stuff because, you know, this is real stuff. This is stuff that you buy at a store or any major manufacturer is producing. This is Derek's own work. So really cool stuff.